So we're going to be using the Knuckle tool on the existing road. So I'm just going to zoom in between roughly chainage 210 to 230. You should see that on the left hand side we have this Civil 3D if you're using a Civil 3D platform, or Civil Site Design if you're using AutoCAD or BricsCAD alignment. This is going to represent the edge of our parking bay. Now when we looked at design variations, we took the edge of bitumen from road 1 and we moved it onto an alignment. Now this is fine if you're wanting to just simply move the edge of bitumen, but what the Knuckle tool allows us to do is to maintain the edge of bitumen going through the parking bay and then continue the slope or reverse the slope up to the edge of the bay itself. So we've got a little bit more control. We can also independently design the bay vertically if we wish. Now, just before we begin to create the Knuckle, it's worth having a look at how this alignment has been created. If you have created the custom alignment that we did for the curb return, you may remember that when we drew the polyline and we set the alignment up, that there was a small overlap between the start and the end of the alignment. Now we've actually done the same thing here. So on the end of this alignment, you can see here that we've got a very small overlap on top of the edge of bitumen, and at the very start down here you can see we've got the same thing going on. So there is no minimum distance requirement. We'd say probably around 1 meter would be a suitable amount. The direction of the alignment is going from south to north. This is following the same direction of chainage as the road string that it will be attached to. In addition to the alignment, we're just going to review the template side of things in respect of creating this Knuckle, and we're also going to do a little bit of work to the template that's currently being applied to existing road. We're going to go up to the Create Edit Section button and open up the template editor. We're going to open up the template that's currently being applied to existing road by going to Select Template, and then from the list picking Local Existing Road. What we're going to do is to copy the left side of the template over to the right side, so that we're ending up reconstructing the entire road. But before we do that, we're actually going to remove the footpath which is currently being shown. So to do this, we go up to the footpath section which is on row 6, select any part of the road that you want, and then strike the delete button from the form, which is just up here. We'll confirm that we want to get rid of it and click yes. That's all we want to remove. But now what we want to do is to now copy the left hand side over to the right to give us a full carriageway. So to do this, we're going to go to Template Options, copy the left side to right side and click OK. One thing you'll note is that the batter has not been drawn on the right hand side. That is because the batter is independently controlled from the grid. So to add this in, we're going to go to the right side batter conditions, click on slope batter, and you can see we've got 1 in 1. If you haven't got any values in there, make sure you put 1 for both. Click OK. That will be the template the existing road will change to very, very shortly. One final thing we need to do is to review the template that will be applied for the Knuckle. We do not use auto because there is effectively 2 EB codes that will be used. One to pass through the Knuckle itself, and then one to represent the edge of the bay. So we actually have to apply our own template. Let's have a quick look at the template which we're going to apply. We'll go to Select Template. We're going to find the following: Local Curb Gutter L. This means that as we drive down the alignment, the curb will be on our left side. Let's click OK. This sort of follows the same setup as the road template, but we've got an additional code here, and we've also got a footpath which we don't want. The important thing is that we have RDUM being added on. Much the same as curb returns and cul-de-sacs, the RDUM code enables the software to fill in the gap in the parking bay very shortly, so it's going to drag that code, so it's important it's there. So rather than take this template and change it, we'll take this template, copy it, and then change it. So we're going to go to Template Options. We're going to click on Copy Current Template to Local Library. So this template will only be available for this particular project, and click OK. We're then going to provide the following name. And once you've done that, click OK. So all we need to do is remove the BDY code and the footpath outer code. So we're going to select row 6 and click on the delete button and say yes. Then we're going to select row 5 and click on the delete button and then click on yes. This is now the same shape, including the verge, as existing road. So this is the template we're going to be applying to our knuckle. Let's click OK. You may see the line work is updated on screen, but we now need to click on Auto Model from the ribbon to refresh the model. So you can see there we've got that footpath now removed, and we've got carriageway on both sides of the centre line. Now we're going to look at how we can apply the knuckle.